Hi everyone, my name is Johnny, and in this tutorial we will learn how to export our projects. We'll get to know some of the video formats, export presets, and format settings. Once we've finished our edit and we're happy with it, we'll need to export it. This means turning our project into an actual video file so it can be played, burned to a DVD, or uploaded to social media. We can export the complete content from the timeline, or if we want to export just a section of it, we can set the in and out points on the viewer panel icons, or with the shortcuts I and O, the same way we did with the trimmer. Also, a faster way to set the in and out area so that it contains all of the clips in the timeline is by hitting the hotkey P. If we click on the export button, a window will pop up to choose the file name and the directory. Once we click on save, the export process will immediately start. It will export the in and out area inside the default export folder and using the default preset. If we click on the arrow next to the export button, some more options will display. Export now, add to queue, and default preset. Export now will immediately start exporting the video in the default export directory, and it will also use the default preset. We can choose to either export the in and out areas or the contents. Add to queue will add the project to a lineup in the export panel, where we can edit the settings or add a few more videos before we start exporting them all. And default preset will let us choose between different combinations of settings that will be used to export the videos. For example, we can choose HD videos to upload on Facebook, or full HD videos for an iPad. In the queue section of the export panel, we'll see our project with its information for the export. If we've sent more than one project to the render queue, we'll find them all here. On the output column, we can click to change where to export the video, and how to name it. If we don't change the file directory, FilmoraPro will use the default export directory, which can be changed in the options menu. We can change the preset for each video from the preset column. In most cases, we can just select one of these presets and export the video. We can see all of the built-in presets on the preset section. We can select which one of these will be selected by default by double-clicking on it. We can also edit them and create new ones. Let's create a new preset. We can right-click on the panel and go to Create Preset, or we can directly click on the New Preset button. Then we'll select the format. We can select between four formats: MPEG-4 or MP4. This is a compressed file format with a smaller size, ideal for internet and social media and compatible with most portable devices. Image sequence will create a series of image files, one for each frame of the video. QuickTime, it's the standard video format for Mac, and it will produce a higher quality result, usually with a slightly bigger file size. AVI, this format will only be available on Windows PCs and is a bigger sized and uncompressed format with greater quality. In this case, I'll select a QuickTime format. The Edit Export Preset window will pop up. The first thing to do is name our new preset. I'll call this one Tutorials Preset. We can add a comment so it's easy to identify the purpose of this preset. If you need ideas, you can look at the built-in preset comments. In this case, I'll write for FilmoraPro tutorials. We can select if we want to export audio only, video only, or audio and video by activating or deactivating the white squares on the property column. On the video properties, we can select the codec. The codec is the algorithm process of how the video will be coded and decoded, and this will affect its compression. With higher compression, the file size will be smaller, and with lower compression, the video quality will be higher. Not all codecs will be available for all formats. Some codecs are only available on Windows or only on Mac. H.264 is one of the most compressed codecs, commonly used for MP4 format. The Apple ProRes codecs are standard for Mac on QuickTime format files. There are 5 different codecs for ProRes. From lower quality to higher quality, these are 422 Proxy, 422 LT, 422, 422HQ, and 4444. The Photo JPEG codec will use the same type of compression of JPEG image files. It will maintain a good quality image, especially on a low frame rate. GoPro Cineform is designed for professional video editing with speed and quality, at the expense of a very high compression size. The DV formats are made to export videos for cathode TV monitors. There's an NTSC and a PAL version available. On dimensions, we can choose if we want to stick with the original project dimensions, or if this preset is going to transform the resolution of the final video. If we deactivate this white square in the Use Source column, we can choose the final dimensions. In scale mode, we can choose how the image file will adapt to the new size. Next, we can choose to change or keep the frame rate. On the channel, if we change from RGB to RGBA, the final video will export any transparency we've created. This option is available for some codecs only. On audio, we can select the audio codec. The AAC is the most compressed format, and it will let us select the bitrate. The higher the bitrate, the higher the quality and the lower amount of compression that there is in the video. Apple Lossless will compress the audio without losing quality. Uncompressed PCM will not compress the audio at all. And finally, we can choose if we want to change the sample rate. Once we click OK, our new preset will appear in the User Presets folder on the Presets panel, and we'll be able to choose it from the Presets column in the Queue panel. Once our settings are set up, we can click on the Start Exporting button over here. This process may take some time, but we'll see the progress in the Queue panel and a preview of the current exporting video on the Preview panel. When the process is over, we can search for the path we've chosen to export our project, or just click on the Output column. And then we'll find our video file, edited by us, ready to be played, sent, or uploaded. So that's how to export a project in Filmora Pro. To learn more about editing in Filmora Pro, make sure to check out our next tutorials. There's no limit to what you can make.